I've admittedly listened to the leaked audio clip that was circulating on Twitter about your strong opinions about working from home or remote work. And I think many of us, as we think about the next steps in our career and thinking about going to places that are 5 days in person or remote work, or industries like investment banking where it's always been hybrid, 5 days in the office and 2 days at home. Would love to just hear some of your thoughts or guidance or advice on how we should think about these topics.
Yeah, so I've done thousands of town halls, and I answer every question honestly. The guy who asked that question said he was fired. I would never fire someone for asking a question, any question, whatever it is. I think they have the right, and if they're right about something, we'll change it. And I emote, obviously I should never curse, and I emote. I get up on stage and they say, "You what? You're going to do what?" I'm a human being, I'm like everybody else. But I was making he had said, "Why can't the manager decide?" And I was like, we tried that. And the managers, I believe in pushing power as far as down as you can. Regulators want all centralized. I put as far to the branch manager, to the trader, with rules and constructs and stuff like that. And we tried that with this, but the fact is they simply didn't exercise managerial skill. Everyone gave everyone everything, including people at my management table, by the way. And I eventually said, I've had it with that. And now, first of all, we have 10% of our people working home full time. We put virtual call centers in Baltimore and Detroit. We did it to see if they'd be effective. They're highly effective. They work from home. They're mostly minorities. That's why we did it. It's a home run. So I'm not against it where it works. There's 60% with full-time, the other 30%. I also completely defend your right to say, I don't want to. But I don't defend your right to tell me what JP Morgan's going to do. So you have a free market. You can do one thing, I can do another, this one. That's what's called a free market. If you work in a restaurant, you got to be in. You all may not know this, but 60% of Americans worked the whole time. Where did you get your Amazon packages from? Your beef, your meat, your vodka. Where did you get the diapers from? Where did you got UPS and FedEx and manufacturers and agriculture and hospitals and cities and schools and nurses and sanitation and firemen and military. They all worked. It's only this people in the middle who complain a lot about it. I'm being quite serious. And you go to Washington, D.C. now, some of these people come in 5 days a month, and you're paying for it. So, but the other thing, here's why it doesn't work in our business. So it may very well work in certain things. The amount of, for the younger people are being left behind. I've known this for a while. We can prove a little bit of it, and that is cumulative. It's not like the first month you're working. It's by the second year you have less people, you're put on less assignments, you know less what's going on, you have less conversations at the water cooler or in the cafeteria, so it's leaving them behind. I won't do that. And to have the younger people coming in but not their bosses, I have a problem with that too. And then people say to me always, well, it works for me. But actually, we were on a Zoom yesterday, and people were saying it works for me. I said, yeah, but people are reading their mail and getting their notifications. And as I was talking, there were 12 people in the room and 4 people on the screen, and all 4 people on the screen were on their phone. And people say, and you think you're focusing and learning? And then as a management tool, when we meet in the morning, we talk, we have these debates all day long. We're talking, hey, no, I checked on that you're right about that. Here's what I think we should do. All day long. Constant update, constant share of information. So I tell you, it doesn't work in our business. And for culture, you talk about culture, it's impossible to do culture that way. And so, for us, we've made a decision. And that's why I explained it to them in a lot of detail and stuff like that, a little emoting in between and stuff like that. But,